Hey family, it is none other than your favorite Auntie Jai teacher, natural vegan chef, author, artist, etc., and welcome back for yet another episode of Discussions and Desserts, the only pro-black revolutionary vegan cooking show I know. Alright, so let's jump right into the question of the week. It's easy and passive to say you'll die for what you love, but the question of the week is, are you willing to kill for what you love? You know the drill. Go ahead and comment, email, DM, inbox me your answers to this week's question. Are you willing to kill for what you love? Alright, quick announcement. It does take so much time, a ton of energy. It's like what, 3 a.m. right now, and money to make these videos. So if you'd like to support, I'll have my Cashapp handle and my PayPal info in the description box below, and all donations are like super appreciated. Okay, so last week we made a cheesecake with a homemade cookie crust, and we talked about feminism versus Africana womanism. But this week we'll be making a sweet potato pie with a bunny graham crust, and we'll be discussing masculinity, toxic masculinity versus divine black masculinity. Okay, so y'all know how we do on the show. We address the issue, we discuss the issue, we provide solutions. Okay, so before we get into the topic, let's get into our ingredients. Okay, so what we have here is some boiled OG sweet potatoes. Oh, it's still steamy. I don't know if y'all can see the steam or not. Can you see that? You see that steam? What I do is I chop the whole, I clean it well, and I chop it into large chunks, and I boil it with the skin on. And once it's boiled, you just go and peel the skin off. Okay, what else do we have? We have some OG Madagascar vanilla extract. This is Madagascar vanilla extract. We have some vanilla beans, and what I did was I take the beans out, and then you slit the beans, and you take the back of a spoon or a knife or a fork, and you scrape out the inside of the vanilla beans. And when you do that, the inside of the beans comes out looking like this. So this is the actual vanilla bean. You know, your favorite Auntie Javi, you know, we keep it legit over here. I say vanilla bean, I mean vanilla bean, okay? What else do we have? We have some maple butter. If you ain't never had, now if you can't find maple butter, it's hard to find, and it is a cute coin. Go ahead and grab you some agave or some coconut sugar, but I got me some organic vegan maple butter, y'all. You ain't ready. You ain't ready for what maple butter brings to the table. You not, it's okay. But I'm gonna get you right, because that's what Auntie do, okay? We have some of Auntie Annie's bunny grams here. Make sure you get the vegan ones. A lot of their stuff is vegan, but not everything is, so you have to check the ingredients list. We have some vegan butter, my favorite, the Miyokos. It's mostly made with coconut oil and cashews. We've got some pumpkin pie spice, I'm being a little lazy, but it's just got cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, and ginger in it, so if you have those things at home, you can use that instead. And of course, we're going to use a little coconut cream. And it's got to be the cream. You try using just the milk if you want to, and then try it with the cream, and then see why I said the cream. So while our potatoes are still hot, of course, we are just going to dump our butter in there. Start mixing and mashing that up. If you've boiled your potatoes until tender like you're supposed to, it's supposed to be really easy to mash. Like me here, I'm just using my bamboo handle. Won't even need to add coconut. You won't need to add that much coconut cream if you're like me and you add a ton of butter. I love that buttery taste in my sweet potatoes. And y'all can blame that on my country ass papa. I'm a papa from Arkansas. Oop, I forgot a skin. Yeah. Oh, this is a sweet potato. I'm gonna drop in this vanilla bean. Nice and spread up in there. And it really doesn't matter, well, you want to throw that butter in first. But the rest of this stuff, you just gotta make sure it gets in there. I'm gonna use this for my coconut cream as well, hence the doing the vanilla bean first. So, vanilla here, and we're just gonna ask the ancestors to bless my life and you know, bless my pour. I hope y'all saw about how much that was, because y'all know I don't measure like that. I've been trying to measure more for y'all. I have. It's not really much to be quantified and measured in this recipe though. Then we're gonna add our vegan butter, and I'm gonna just get a nice chunky. This is a tablespoon. Here's the measurement. This is a tablespoon. This is only one sweet potato in here, so this 1 tablespoon of the butter should be enough. And if it's not, just taste it, sample it real quick, and then throw some more back on up in there. Mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. Also, I apologize for the sound of this fan. It came on literally just before I started the video. How douchey is that? So what I want you guys to do while I add this spice is, what I did was I took the cookies, all the cookies in the box, I blended them up in my magic bullet, and then I mixed them with some of the softened butter to formulate what became, this is my pie crust. It's a cookie crust. Let me try this real quick. I don't need to add no spice, but I'm going to off of principle. But this stuff is bomb already. You can taste that real vanilla. So I'm just going to fill that up nice and pretty. Now that guy I was telling you guys about that I used to date, he liked it when it was like a little burnt at the top, just like a layer on top was burnt. And so I started making it like that. And when I partnered with M&M Soul Food in Inglewood, everyone else really liked it like that as well. So that's kind of like what I do. So I had preheated the oven to 400 and started to bake my crust. Now that I've added the rest of this in here, I'm actually going to turn the oven down to 350. And I'm going to let that bake in there. Y'all see I use cast iron because your favorite auntie real old school like that. I'm going to let that bake in there for until I get the desired look and color and stuff I want on top. So, what I want you guys to do is go ahead and watch these clips I'm going to put in here. These are the videos that inspired this week's topic in this week's video. And a trigger warning, it is hard to watch and it is hard to hear. I promise you, all of it. But we'll get through it.
Okay, you're not speaking to me how I want to be spoken to, so I'm just peace.
Well, they gonna stop requesting the fucking room then. Yo, these women out here need to be in line, bro. Stop dealing with these women that ain't got no respect for your manhood, bro. A woman needs to be dominated at all times. She wanna be dominated at all times, homie. Let me tell you something, bro. Stop dealing with these women that won't let you dominate them, man. It ain't even about that. A woman, she want a man, homie. Fuck wrong with you? You on the pill with me? You ain't running nothing over here with your mouth, shorty. Fuck out of here. We need our women feminine, divine feminine, soft-spoken, feminine, nigga. We don't need no hard woman trying to argue with me. I ain't trying to argue with you, nigga. I'm a man. You be a woman. You know what I'm saying? You can say I'm abusive, but what the police do when they run up and you disregard the police? You saying I'm that, right? It's another man that run your life. Let the police come up. What you do? Respect, nigga. And if you disrespect the police, what they gonna do to you? Law and order, nigga. Natural law and order. We men and they need more of the fake niggas out there to say something. Say something so I can block you. The more you say stuff, I can block you. Good. I need it. Clean house. That's what we came to do. Fuck out of here. I hate women that think they men. I came from a woman. I came from a man and woman, nigga. The fuck is you talking about, you idiot? See what I'm saying? Oh, the police have guns. We respect guns. Oh, the police, not because it's a man and that's your man and you need him. You ain't gonna respect them because you need them. You gonna disrespect the black man because you think you don't need me? Fuck out of here. I don't want to talk to you. You ain't no real woman. You the enemy. That's right. You the enemy. You an enemy. You ain't for men. Men supposed to be masculine. You trying to kill masculine energy. You want us to be around. And then when we feminine, then you like, oh, y'all feminine. But when we being masculine, you like, oh, y'all trying to disrespect women. Then shut the fuck up. I'm me. If you accept it or not, fuck out of here, nigga. I'm a man. A woman supposed to appeal to your manhood is supposed to calm you down, homie. You understand? A woman coming to you with masculine energy, don't ever fall for no woman, homie. That's because those are the kind of women that have been genetically modified to make you a bitch-ass nigga. That's why men go to jail like me. We be in jail for assault charge for smacking the motherfucker in the face. Fuck out of here.
All right, welcome back. Okay, let's look at what we noticed in this first video we just saw here, okay? We saw a gang of silent men around him nodding along. Not really, and occasionally they would murmur something in, solidarity to whatever garbage he just spewed out of his mouth. He said women need to be in line. Mind you, all of this is in response to him blatantly disrespecting a woman who had mentioned just as soon as she came into the live that she didn't appreciate, his tone and the way she came at him, so she was just going to exit the live, which is what any self-respect and self-esteem having woman would do. Now she does end up later calling back and ending up on the live. She wanted to, I guess, talk to, it's a little toasty, guys. She wanted to, I guess, talk to his, one of his wives, the one he recently abused. So, she ended up back on the live. But the point is, at least she had enough sense to say, you know what? You're not speaking to me the way I deserve to be spoken to. I'm going to exit the live. And how did he respond? By going on this rant that we just saw. Okay? And he said women need to get in line. And I have a serious question. Get in line behind what exactly? Because last time I checked, with the attitude like that and the way Nature Boy is running around here, it's the line to nowhere. It's the line to Louisville. And then we have a lot of toxic, bitch-made, childish males out here talking about how black women need to get in line and we don't know how to follow and this, that, and the third. And they have nothing to show that they're worth following. They've demonstrated no leadership qualities. They've built absolutely nothing. And then they blame us for why they're just terrible towards us or why they go end up, hopping the fence. And everything I'm saying now, you cannot blame it on, oh, she's a feminist. We know I'm not a feminist. I'm an African womanist. She's not this and that. She's not feminine. I'm obviously, clearly very feminine. I'm domestic. I cook, I clean, I'm nurturing, I'm caring, I'm empathetic, I'm, all these very feminine characteristics and qualities. I take care of myself, I take care of I take care of all the brothers who are around me in a healthy and feminine manner. I exude that comforting, comfortable, all natural black woman, divine feminine. So we can't put it on that. I'm just coming at you with common sense in the reality of situations. Okay? He equates his manhood to abusive behavior. Did y'all catch that? A woman wants and needs to be dominated at all times. That is definitely the language of an abusive and predatory person. That is the language of a rapist. That is the language of an abusive man. That is the language of a man that we do not want in our communities, and especially not around our children, especially not around our nobody. He encourages black men to only be with women who will be dominated. And you look at all the hearts and likes that are flowing up in this video at this time, and all the co-signing and apologetic excusing of his words and stuff coming out, and it's a lot. It's very discouraging and very problematic, because apparently there are a lot of trash ass, sick ass, toxic ass, self-hating, low self-esteem having brothers and sisters out there who are going for this shit. Okay? His idea of black woman femininity is completely fucked up. Completely fucked up, okay? And the whole, I ain't trying to argue with you, nigga. I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a man. Okay, first off, I ain't trying to argue with you, nigga. You would think, if you just came in the live, you would think he was talking about another man. But he's talking about this young black woman. That's indicative of a lot, okay? And the way he's stomping his feet and beating his chest, I'm a man, but he sounds completely childish. He literally sounds like a little boy. Okay? Oh, don't fall for no woman. She's trying to emasculate you. She's their enemy. In the context of the video, the sister simply said she wasn't, he wasn't talking to her in the way she wanted to be spoken to, which is why he was utterly rude and disrespectful. And now she's emasculating and an enemy. So if a woman won't accept your abusive behavior, she's a genetically modified organism emasculating enemy? Okay. Okay, sips my mint medley tea. Still too hot. And then I'm not even going to get on how he just lied on nature, but if we're going to bring nature into this, all across nature we do not see the male species just out here completely dominating and going in on the female species. We just don't. You know, we see all kinds of different dynamics. We see plenty of dynamics in nature, in animals and insects, where the women will decapitate or completely eat her male mates, her many male mates. And you know, I'm pretty sure that's an aspect of nature that you would hate for your women, your wives to reflect, or any of your cult members to reflect, because that's a wrap for you, right? But nature is nature's way, right? So let's just have some sense there, okay? Then he relates himself to the police. You can say I'm abusive, like the police. People say the police is abusive, which they are, okay? Him equating himself to the police are abusive, and they're cowards, and they're a bunch of bitches. They don't go out here pressing and going buck on black men and black women and black children who they know they can't, or who they know will hold their shit down. They're out here fucking with those of us who are defenseless, those of us who are punks in nature, who are docile and passive and bitches by nature. That's who the police come and fuck with. You don't see them out here going toe to toe with no real warriors. And when you do, they're getting their asses handed to them. Okay? So, and you know what? That sounds like Nature Boy. What he's demonstrated in this video. I've never in my life heard Nature Boy really get buck on another man. And maybe he has, maybe he hasn't. I don't know. But it's easier to do through a screen. But the male standing behind him can't be worth a damn, because they're probably afraid of him, which they shouldn't be. And if they weren't, this man should have been. It's a mess, okay? He said proudly, men like him go to jail. Assault charges for smacking an MFA in the face. MFA being a woman. Again, I have not heard him talk this violently or aggressively about going toe to toe with a man. He said earlier in this very video, if you go and watch the whole thing, that if the police came, the federales showed up to where him and his people are in Mexico, they'd have to catch him. He'd have his head, they gotta find him in the woods. That don't sound like I'm a smack a MFA in the face. That don't sound like come get these hands. That don't sound like you ready to go toe to toe and go to war with the federales. I wish my tea wasn't so hot so I could sip, okay? Nature Boy and every brother that rolls with him, not even brother, every black male, every black degenerate that rolls with him should be packed out and left crippled, at least, by every brother in the community. There's no reason why there hasn't been an example made out of Nature Boy yet. None. Okay? He equates masculinity to disrespecting black women. Let the police come, what you do? Respect. And if you don't respect, or if you disrespect, law and order. Black men, is this really who you guys are willing to allow to make the rules and govern our communities? The man that allows his son to play with his penis? The man who, I don't understand, that can't be functional or comfortable. The man who blatantly and repeatedly said that he'll have sex, that he has sex with his wife while she's breastfeeding? How in the... This is who? The one who will sit there and pop off and threaten violence against black women, but who will run from the woes? This is who is laying down the law and order? Y'all letting this shit ride? Y'all letting this shit ride, brothers? Come on now, okay? Now, this next video, it's not the whole video, or we just watched it, it was just the clips that were sent to me, but he has a habit of saying some shit that's almost right and then making a sharp left off a cliff and then further off the edge of the universe. This next video, the audio was terrible, so I couldn't add it in, but please check out the link in the description box and look for what I'm about to tell you about. So I'm just going to tell you some of the things I noticed in this next video. It's going to be the first link in the description box. He says, first off, we see him smack his wife while she's holding her baby. We see him smack her. Then, next thing you know, we hear her yelling, "Stop, you're being crazy, stop it, let go." And then she's yelling for help and only one person goes to help her. And then it wasn't a man who went to help her. We know there was men there. And there were plenty of bitch-made males in his camp. And then we also hear the worst cries ever from the baby. Like, anybody who's been around babies, I haven't had any children, but I've raised a lot of children and I keep a lot of children close to me. You know, I'm a primary caretaker for a lot of young babies a lot of times. And there is that cry. There's the whining cry, there's the I'm hungry cry, there's I need to change cry, there's I want some attention cry, and then there's that I'm hurt, I'm scared, I'm terrified cry. And that's what we hear from this child. And any mother out there, I'm an auntie, and my gut just like dissipated, you know. The next
trigger emotions in me as you do all the time. Ain't I patient with you?
Yeah,
So, I mean, the world has seen how patient I've been with you. So why wouldn't you take the time and not display that anger toward me? Why you don't just give me the same thing I give you? I give you patience. I sit down and have a real nigga moment. We talk about it. We get through the issue. If there's a misunderstanding, we talk through it. Since when do you have the right to, just because you're frustrated and you get emotional, that you go over the edge and say, fuck it, I'm just going to wild the fuck out? How is that loving me? If I'm insecure in our relationship at all, right, I deserve the same treatment throughout the whole damn year and a half we've been together. You've been insecure the whole time. And every time you've been insecure, I have went and bent backwards to make sure that you were secure. I've pushed you, motivated you, even when the whole world was like, fuck her, chief. I said, no, I believe in you. In one moment, as this, just one moment, all it took was for one moment, and you just flipped the fuck out. Like, yo, where's the love? So when I say that, I say this. Where the love? You see what I'm saying? Because the whole world has watched me be super patient with you and your insecurities. Now, I'm not an insecure person, not at all. But if I feel insecure in my relationship, I would like to bring that to the table and talk about it. Because that's who I am. I'm a communicator. Mercury 7th house. So with that being stated, I'm having a real nigga moment and you flare the fuck off.
Next time we see her, which I think I have the link, the next time we see her, we find out that this all started because she was sitting too close to another man earlier, then asked him to grab her pen. But they're supposed to be free and all that other kind of stuff, right? We're going to focus on his behavior for the sake of the video. He blames her emotions, even though he responded completely irrationally and emotionally. And he claims that she was just being crazy. He holds no accountability. He tries to manipulate her and the audience by claiming that she wasn't being patient with him, that he's normally patient with her. He felt unloved and disrespected because of her behavior, etc., etc. Completely manipulative, complete lack of accountability, just complete narcissism. It's just a hot ass mess, okay? What we've just witnessed in these past few videos is a complete and blatant display of toxic masculinity. So what is toxic masculinity? It's abusive, it's narcissistic, lazy, manipulative, predatory, dastardly. For those who don't know what that means, it means malicious cowardice, neglecting, childish, it's tantrums, it's hostile, it's cowardly, controlling, undisciplined, internally weak, emotionally unintelligent, bullying, and oppressive. It's harassing, it's invasive, it's insensitive, it's disrespectful, and it's forceful. And we've seen what 90% of these characteristics exhibited and displayed in these videos we just watched. So what divine masculinity is not, it's not an attack on black manhood. It's not niggas waving around guns and killing each other for no real reason. It's not Tim sagging pants and white tees. It's not fucking a bunch of bitches. It's not just being super buff. It's not hands up, don't shoot. It's not forgiving enemies. It's not twerking on cop cars or imitating black women. It's not getting in the way of black men or black men protecting black women or black people, but helping them. It's not recording the abuse of your people, man, woman, or child, while doing nothing about it. That's what divine masculinity is not. So, what is divine masculinity? Take a look at these couple of clips. It's going to put a brightener on the mood. This is why you always got to watch to the end. Check out these clips.
Homie, look,
running late for
females.
So if they females, they need to talk like females. Why is she talking like she gangster?
Yo, you gonna hit the female?
I'm not gonna touch the female.
Alright, so why you scaring the female? You can come let that, man. You somewhere you supposed to be on a big major platform. Oh, we good, but you keep doing, you keep looking like I'm bro. We straight, bro. I'm fucking telling you, bro. We good, bro. I'm looking you dead. Your body language is like extra.
He was inside of here.
Tony Beckham showed me where he saw the man outside his Wellington home, saw the man looking into his 15-year-old daughter's window.
And I waited for a second, and then I looked again, and I'm looking, and then I see a white male, he's standing by my window, and he's trying to get a better position.
It was 6:40 Monday morning. Beckham was leaving for work. He says the man had his pants partially down and was masturbating.
I couldn't believe that. I was like, is this for real? Like, I thought I was getting punked. This is not happening to me.
Beckham yelled at the man, who then tried to run away. He didn't get very far. Beckham used to play in the NFL. He is an athlete.
I called him at the apartment over there, and we just had a good conversation.
A good conversation. This is the guy police arrested, Jeffrey Cassidy. Police say his conversation with Beckham left him with multiple broken bones in his face.
I'm sorry that it happened to me. I'm sorry it happened for him, because he's never going to do that again on this side.
Sit up. Let her go. No. Let her go. Come on. Bring it. Now you're I told you. Enough.
Yeah. Fucking ugly bitch.
You a pussy ass white boy.
Bitch.
You a pussy ass white boy. You pussy ass white boy.
Bitch.
Pussy ass white boy.
We got dick. We got kids on. Suck my dick. We got kids. You be a man. Be a fucking man. I'm sure I'm working out with a woman.
walking up on this lady like that? Is she walking up on you?
Exactly.
You need to back the fuck up. What? You heard what the fuck I said? I said you need to back the fuck up. That's a woman. You're a man. And you's a motherfucking man. Now what you gonna do? Go the fuck on. Go the fuck on. Go the fuck on. Put that gun away. Fuck you. Put that gun away, motherfucker. Go ahead. Go ahead. You just threatened me. Away. You just threatened me, motherfucker. Put that gun away. Fuck you.
Go to the store. Go to the store.
You're not a man.
Go to
You
the
ain't a
store.
man. Use the gun. I ain't used shit yet. Go ahead. Put your motherfucking hands on me, man. I don't give a fuck who you call.
You did this. You're the one that's aggressive to everybody.
I don't care who you call. Call the cops. Call the
Get
cops.
in my face, in his face.
Yes,
I
it
hope
does.
you record all of it because I'm here for it
That's
today.
right. You're a pregnant woman. You got our all in our face. We got this lady filming.
Just walk away.
He's got a gun, ma'am.
I've been recording every second, sir, since you got out of the car.
Do your business. Get the fuck on out of here. What? Hey. Go ahead. I'm gonna take it. Don't worry.
Thank you so much.
Yes, I am.
You were about to hit.
I'm on film, boy. I don't give a fuck. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. Like this. I tell you what. I will break your motherfucking face. What? That's what I said.
Ooh.
That's
Let me
what I
get
said.
my
Put your hands on me. Go ahead. Put your hands on me. Put your hands on me. You got a gun. What? That's right. So what? Illegal. You jumped on my brick. I ain't pointed at nobody. You're a lying motherfucker. I got it on film. Go ahead. You motherfucker. That's right. You motherfucker. Do it again. Do it again. I'd like to kill you, you motherfucker. Come on. You don't hit people. You don't try to hit me. What the hell is wrong with you?
What? He done wrote a check that his ass could not cash.
Listen, call the cops. Call the cops.
Child, let me go. I'm not calling the cops.
Divine masculinity. Okay, I want to, before I get into that, I want to give again a shout out to the young brothers that I shouted out last week for stepping up and protecting my playmates. I also want to give a shout out to all the black men in these clips, all of them that did something in the pics that I showed you. I also want to give a shout out to Cameron, the brother I know who checked the cracker that came and be crazy over some blueberries in a Whole Foods salad bar last summer. And I also want to make sure I add a couple of IG pages to follow where the brothers consistently demonstrate, not talk, but demonstrate black manhood and divine masculinity. So what is divine masculinity to a black woman? What most black women crave and need is what makes us feel secure and safe and protected. It's honestly a truly sexy essence in a brother. It's required for us to, it's what's required for us to rest in our divine feminine. You know, it's loving and appreciative. It's energetic balance to our feminine energy. It is what allows us to feel comfortable that you will be capable of leading, of protecting, of providing, being capable of raising children and building something with. It makes your children feel safe, protected, and secure. So what does divine masculinity look like in black men? It's calm, fathering, it's compatibility with black women, ambition, providing protective discipline. It's in concert with black women, genuine brotherhood, aggressive, respectful, steady, steadfast, it's pride, it's courageous, it's accountability, it's emotional intelligence, it's duty, strength, that warrior spirit, it's honorable and trustworthy, it's intelligent and determined, and it's skilled and level-headed, it's a good black man. It's really a good black man. There is such a thing as toxic femininity too, as we know. And just like toxic masculinity, both black men and black women can exhibit both toxic and masculine, or toxic masculine and feminine energy. The trick is balance, because we need both our masculine and our feminine energy. There are times when we need a little more of one than the other, but we all have both of those in us, and to be our best selves, we need to achieve that balance. Divine masculinity and black manhood is the answer to toxic masculinity. There we go. It's the duty of the divinely masculine black men to eradicate all threats to the black community, including other toxic men. Okay? I don't care if you've known him since kindergarten. I don't care if it's R. Kelly, Nature Boy, Ray Ray from around the corner, your closest cousin, your daddy, your uncle, Cracker Joe, Rico Suave, Jose, Lee Vu from the corner store, or the beauty supply, or the nail spot, or whatever Middle Eastern that owns your local liquor stores, and any other bitch-made toxic men out there. I don't give a fuck. You want black women's respect? You want us to trust you? You want us to follow your lead? You gotta earn it. You gotta show it. You gotta prove it. And that's how. By living in your divine masculinity. By securing our well-being and building so that we can help you to grow and build from there. I want to remind you guys to comment, subscribe, share, follow my business Instagram at Jylynn, or at yourfavorite.auntiejys. Follow my personal Instagram at Jylynn1, so y'all can stay updated and involved in upcoming episodes. Be able to vote on, be able to vote on topics, and just, you know what I'm doing in the community, etc. Yeah. Also, a reminder, today's question of the day. We know that most people are willing to die, which is very passive, for what they love or believe in. But the question is, are you willing to kill for what you love or believe in? And just make sure y'all hop in my comment sections about what you guys saw in this week's episode. Let me know what you guys think about the video clips I put in here. Do you like that I put video clips in here? You know, the channel's still new, the series is still new, so we're trying different things out. And always, I'd rather fight, kill, and die on my feet than to live and also ultimately die on my knees. Okay? My life is worth defending. Is yours? And if my life ain't worth defending to you, then don't even look my way, because I cannot fuck with no man who does not value me enough to feel like I'm worth protecting. As usual, black love, black pride, black power. You have to know yourself, to love your people. I love y'all. Peace.